beloveds, please come and stand with your toes together and your heels together. Pull up on your thighs, suck in your tummy, tighten your butt. Interlock your fingers right down to the webbing, all of the knuckles underneath your chin. Relax your shoulders. And let's begin. Inhale for one inhale. As you inhale, float your elbows all the way up to the ceiling. Forearms from your beautiful face. Now open your mouth and let your head go back. As your head goes back, your eyes, they're wide open. Your mouth is wide open. The shoulders are down away from your ears as you bring your elbows and you squeeze them together so high. And again, you inhale your pranayama. And as you inhale, you get the weight back in the heels. Chin is down. Inhale a little bit more at the very, very top. And again, just let your head go back. Remember, your spine is straight. Eyes are really wide open. So is your mouth. The shoulders are completely away from your ears. And you squeeze your elbows together. And again, you inhale your pranayama. And when you're inhaling your pranayama, notice personally what's going on in your body, because that's how you can tell somebody else in the class what's happening. One more breath at the top. And again, you let it go. And make sure you tell them, well, the weight's in the heels, the tummy's really tight, even though the chest is moving, and bring your elbows, always squeeze them together so high. And again, inhale the prana into your bodies. And as you inhale the prana, you get the weight back in the heels and the chin is down. Inhale, one more beautiful breath at the top. And again, you let it go. So you're all very experienced knowing your yoga. So what you've got to find is something that you find interesting to talk about in pranayama as you squeeze your elbows together. And again, you inhale. This is the last one. Pranayama takes 6 seconds. It expands your lungs, it fills your lungs. And when you hold it, those 6 seconds, inhale one more breath at the top. And again, you let it go. It feeds your body differently than just the normal Starbucks breath. Relax the shoulders, guys. Bring your elbows together to squeeze up at the end. Excellent. Let your arms float down by your side. And all of those that are doing recorded classes, welcome, my beloved sweethearts. Second set. Toe together, heels together, pull up on your thighs, your tummy's tight, you all set them up. Interlock your fingers, knuckles underneath your chin. Relax your shoulders, always the shoulders hunch up. And again, inhale for 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6 at the top. Exhale for 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and bring your elbows together. Now again, inhale. When you inhale, rock the weight all the way back in the heels, chin down. Float your elbows up as you inhale. One more beautiful breath way at the top. And again, you let it go. And when you let it go, you're pushing all of the old stale air out of your body. You're removing any toxins. The breath is the biggest toxin remover in the whole of your body. You'd think it was other organs, but no, it's the breath. Squeeze your elbows together. And again, you inhale this prana into your bodies. How many times have you done this, guys, now? How many times have you inhaled the prana? As you inhale more of it, a little bit more of it, one more breath of it, and again, boom, as you let it go. And remember, I told you in the meditation that the different foods give your body different energies. As you relax the shoulders, squeeze your elbows together, and again, you inhale. You know, the solid food, your tummy changes it into something your body can assimilate. And so does the lungs. They change the breath into something your body can assimilate, but a higher octave. One more breath. And again, you let it go, and the spine is so straight, and you're exhaling. And also your impressions of food. Your breath is food. As you relax the shoulders, squeeze your elbows together, and again, inhale. But remember, when you bring consciousness to your practice, another food enters the food chain as you inhale more. And this is the food that you use to awaken to what you really are one day. And again, you let it go and your spine is straight. This is the last one. And you look along the ceiling. And please, would you bring your elbows together to squeeze at the end? Let your arms float down by your side. Whenever you're present, whenever you're loving yourself, whenever you're watching yourself, observing yourself, you are putting a different food into your bodies. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose, and Padasana, hand to feet pose, please. Inhale your arms above your head. Interlock your fingers, release your index finger, glue yours together, straight elbow, straight knees. Reach up, touch the ceiling, and begin to stretch out your bodies from side to side. Every time you come through the middle, try to touch the ceiling for 3, and for 2, and for 1, come stop in the middle. Okay, guys, get the weight back in the heel, suck your tummy, tight bum, straight elbow, straight knees, reach up as high as you can. Rainbow over in a perfectly straight line towards the right-hand side of the room, and you breathe. Your chin is up and your arms are back, and you're sucking your tummy, and you tighten your bum, and you straighten your elbows, and you straighten your knees, and begin to pull at your left arm, pulling very, very slowly out of your shoulder socket. Your chin is up and your arms are back. Right armpit forward to get both of your armpits in one line. Bring your left hip forward and suck your tummy and tighten your bum and straighten your elbows again and straighten your knees. And maybe again invite your left hip a little bit more over your left ankle. Lovely, Ma. Now, Ma, straighten your elbows a little bit more. This is beautiful, Aileen. Everybody drop the shoulders even more away from your ears. And here we go. Lovely, everybody, for 5, 4, 3, 2, done. And then you breathe up really, really long. Reach up as high as you can. Touch the very ceiling itself, guys. Get length in your bodies. And then over you go in a perfectly straight line towards the left-hand side of the room, and you breathe. Now, you know what I'm talking about, length in your bodies. As we age, we get shorter. All the vertebrae in our back get a little bit closer, you know, the muscles get a bit more squashed, and so to do the discs. But whenever you come into half moon, you are readjusting that. Right now, you're opening each and every single vertebrae over the whole of the right-hand side of your body. Left armpit forward and get your chin up, arms back. Lovely neck, Aileen. Bring your right hip forward and suck your tummy and tighten your bum and straighten your elbows and straighten your knees. And again, push. What are you pushing? You're pushing your right hip over your right ankle. And that begins to make a sensation of stretching down the whole of the right-hand side of your body. Left armpit forward, chin up, arms back, glue your wrists together, straight elbows, straight knees, and come down 3, come down 2, come down, done. Lovely, Jamila. Reach up, touch the ceiling. Okay. Gorgeous back bend. Hips and tummy, thighs forward. Lift your chest up and drop your head back. 3 energies are working on this posture. First, the energy of the push, the strength, the drive, hips and tummy, thighs forward. And then the form, the energy of your form as you lift your chest up and then drop your head back. And look back, go back. That's your direction. Go back, more back, way back. Fabulous posture, Brian. Lift your chest up more, Amber, so you're not feeling it in the lower spine at all. Keep pumping your heart chakra up to the ceiling. Yes, Lily. And now, Lily, look back. Glue yours together. And now point towards your books, Lily. Point towards your book with Aileen. Point towards your door, Aileen. And point towards your books, Lily. Point towards your door, Aileen. Go back, one more breath. Inhale as you come up long. Gorgeous. Suck in your tummy, bend your knees. Come down the straight spine. And get your hands on the floor. And tomorrow we finish off, you know, half moon by learning this bit verbatim as well. And get your hands, not the back bend. What do you say? Go back, more back, way back. Get your hands on the floor, wiggle your hips from side to side. And soon, not soon, but quite soon, we're going to start to bring in timing. Because remember, it's a 90-minute class. Wiggle your hips from side to side. Okay, bend your knees. Lay your tummy on your thighs, lay your chest on the knees and reach around. Grab your heels from behind. Try to get all your fingers to face the same direction as your toes. Wrap the elbows around the calf muscles. Glue your tummy and your thighs. Glue your chest on the knees. Lift your hips up into the air. Rock the weight forward into the front part of your feet so you're not crushing your fingers at all. Wrap the elbows around. Keep the bend in your elbows very gently. Lift your hips up into the air. Beautiful, Shahida. Get the weight in the toes. Lift your hips up into the air. Now exhale and push your knees back into the space. Lift your hips up into the air. Get the weight into the toes. So from the side one day, when the weight's in the toes and your legs are really straight, it's almost you're looking like the Leaning Tower of Pisa because you're leaning so forward and your toes are so strong that you're stable. Inhale as you come up and let your arms float down. and take a breath, let go. And you breathe. And you breathe and go back to you, the most important person in your life. And that is not a selfish thing. Without you, there's no your life. Second set, inhale your arms above your head. Interlock your fingers, release your index finger, glue your wrists together, straighten your elbows, straighten your knees, reach up as high as you can and rainbow over in a perfectly straight line towards the left hand side, right hand side of the room. And you breathe, your chin is up and your arms are back. And you suck your tummy, you tighten your bum and you straighten your elbows and you straighten your knees and you breathe. What happens when we grow up is we don't do everything our parents tell us, but we do everything that we see that they do, you know? Right armpit forward, left hip forward, glues together. So sometimes we have a lot of impressions from our parents that are not actually ours. As you begin to observe yourself, you begin to filter out what is yours, what's you, what you do naturally, and what, oh, that's from somebody else. And you tend to want to get rid of that. Suck in your tummy, straighten your elbows, because you're like an onion, you know, you're peeling away anything that was added to you. As you breathe and you hold and change, inhale as you come up. This yoga makes sure your authentic self. Reach up, touch the ceiling and rainbow over in a perfectly straight line towards the right and left hand side of the room, and you breathe. Now you understand the ones who, you know, are doing the training, the ones who are actually doing the recordings, lovely that you're getting the information too. You understand that the very strong dominant part of your brain, it really, really is very, very judging and criticizes what everything we seem to do. Get your right, left armpit forward, chin up, arms back. Bring your right hip forward and suck your tummy, tighten your bum and straighten your elbows and straighten your knees. And to live your whole life under that constant criticism, just subliminally being pumped into you, that is what you begin to change. As you pull your right arm a little bit, you straighten your elbows a little bit, you straighten your knees, you make sure the weight is back in the heels as you pull your tummy muscles in and come down 3, come down 2, come down 1, and done. Breathe up. Okay. Hips and tummy, thighs forward, a gorgeous, delicious back bend again. Lift your chest up, drop your head back, ease out your neck if it's tight. Then inhale the biggest breath of air, lift your chest up and begin to take your arms back to where your ears are. That is in the dialogue. Yes, Amber. So yes, Brian. So keep on lifting your chest up and then take your arms back to where your ears are. Now, can you sense where you're feeling it? It's actually in that part of the neck that rounds in older people, especially in older ladies. They call it the dowager's hump. That means the widow's hump. Hips and tummy, thighs forward, lift your chest up and float your arms back to where your ears are. And you go back and you look back. That's it, Barbie. Fabulous armpit, Barbie. Yes, Amber. And take your arms back. There you go, Lily. Go back. Arms back, Lily. Arms back. Go back. Armpit open, Lily. Arms back. Go back. One more breath. Inhale as you come up long. Suck in your tummy, bend your knees. Come down the straight spine. Straight knees if you can. And get your hands on the floor. Move your hips from side to side. So when you begin to understand, your armpits are like the back of your knees. Both of them have got glands in them. Those glands are activated when you squeeze them, like we do in toe stand, or like now when you stretch them. They activate that gland. They squeeze out the toxins. They activate, fill with fresh oxygenated blood so they work well. You see, everything you do is to make the glands in your body work well. And your organs. Bend your knees, tummy your thighs, chest and knees, reach around, grab your heels from behind. That's why this posture is so healing. Every time you get a little checklist, boom, 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 boom. You don't walk into class and whatever mood I'm in, those are the postures I'll teach. Not at all. Get the weight in the toes, wrap your elbows around the calf muscles, lift your hips into the air and pull. This is the yogas that geniuses put together. Bend your elbows, pull. Drop your shoulders away from your ears, pull. Wrap the elbows around a little bit more. Lift your hips up, pull, pull, pull. One more breath. Inhale as you come up. The reason I think this stayed whole is because what happens with this yoga to you is an internal thing. You change internally, change, Aileen, not very, very much about everything else. You change internally. Just notice where you were, Aileen, in your mind. Notice where you went to. Just observe it. It's interesting. Please look down at your feet and take a 60 step to the right. Hide your heels behind your toes. Make sure your feet look like the number 11. It's very specific. Inhale your arms up to center and drop your shoulders down away from your ears. Sucking your tummies. Inhale, breathing. Sit in a chair. When you sit in a chair, you're not only sitting on a chair, trying to break your body, the shape of a chair. Lovely, Amber. Now, where your shoulders, where's your neck? Drop them down, side your shoulder blades, down your back at the same time. Your spine's going up. So you can see all the different parts of our body, they work differently. Spine, shoulder blades going down, and those big blades at the back going down, neck's getting long, but spine's going up. Spine's going up. More weight in the heels, Shady. You're sitting too deeply, baby, in the knees. So lift up the head now. Get the weight back in the heels. A little bit more, my baby. Back in the heels. Yeah. Change. Excellent. Rock right up onto your toes as high as you can. Go right into the big toe joint. You know this one, guys. Right into the big toe joint. Your feet are very intelligent, especially your big toe. Inhale, breathing. Crack your knees a little bit. So, Brian, try not to roll out so much. You really on the left leg, you really on the left baby toes, and then the knee bows out with it. So big toe into the ground, big toe into the ground, anchor them there. It's all about the big toe, all about the big toe. And that's going to line up your shins, it's going to line up your knees, which is all going to line up your hip bones. Now right heel forward more, come up higher, yes, Lily, come up higher, yes, Aileen, higher, right heel, fabulous, Shady, you got it, right heel, left heel, both heels, change. Beautiful, Shada. That little extra, it's so nice. Squeeze your knees together, lift your heels a tad, suck your tummy and slide down your cool marble wall. So it's got to feel like yours, Amber, so you know that feeling, that gorgeous feeling. When you're really high and you're just on the platform of your toes, there's a very, very strange sense of you can come down all the way and you're very, very centered. It's fabulous. Squeeze your knees. Eyes open, breath is normal. Look at you, Aileen, just marvelously. Do you see how the yoga heals you so quickly, my darling? Squeeze your knees, pull your tummy muscles in, inhale, breathing. And push the floor away. Squeeze your knees all the way. Excellent. Feet together, arms down. Take a breath, let go. People always want to open their knees when they come up because that's a natural way, but we're not doing that. Please look down your feet. Take 60 steps to the right and hide your heels behind your toes. Inhale your arms up to center. Where's your shoulders? Where's your neck? Inhale, breathing. Sit in the chair. Stick your bum out so it feels that little bit rude. Get the weight. Yes, Lily. All the way back in the heels, but make sure your toes are still touching. Look down and see if you can see your big toes. If your knees are over the toes, then your knees are in the wrong place. So what you have to do is take your butt out a little bit. Lift your upper body up. Hand, elbow, arms high above it if you can. If you can't, because you're doing something different because I can't see your legs, stay where you are. Now, toes on the ground, Shahida. Just let your toes gently touch, just gently. Now, Shahida, lift your belly away from your thighs. One more breath. Yeah, change. Rock right up onto your toes as high as you can and be delighted that we know about the toes. They're highly intelligent. All the reflexology points in your feet are being activated right now. Inhale, breathing, crack your knees. So you almost come down like a ballerina, it's just you're not on point. Even if you're bloke, they come really high as well, the blokes too. Right heel, left heel, going to the arch, going to your instep. Push it forward. Feel the gorgeous stretching of your of the joints of your big toe. Feel that gorgeous stretching as you arch the heels more forward. As you arch the heels more forward, even more forward. Right heel forward, left heel forward, both. That's it, Jamila, a little bit more, baby. Right heel forward, left heel forward, both done. And it makes your feet so tremendously strong. Bring your knees together to touch. Lift your heels a tad, suck your tummy and slide down your cool marble wall. You came out of posture too early, Aileen. So now you've got to get your feet apart, darling. The feet must always be 6 inches apart. Squeeze your knees together and don't move your feet, Aileen. Look at them. Watch your feet. Watch your feet as you go down. And go down all the way. Because they fiddle about a bit. See how they're doing it already? Yeah, you watch them. Because the thing about the feet do what they want. You, and sit down more, Aileen. Put your hands on the ground. Come down, come down, come down. Hands on the ground, hands on the ground, hands on the ground. Yeah, squeeze even. Now point your knees down towards the bottom of the screen if you can. Now those of you that hover, bounce, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, breathing, squeeze your knees, push the floor away. Excellent, darling. Gorgeous on the way up, and feet didn't move anything. It's a very, very strong realignment of the knees, the ankles, the feet, the hip bones. Very powerful alignment. Let's do Garuda. Garudasana. So please inhale your arms above your head. Thank you, Barbie, that helps. See which is the right and which is the left. Swing your right arm underneath your left arm and cross your forearms thumb towards your face. Pull the elbows down and sit down deep, butt out, chest up. Pick up your right leg and wrap it and coil it and bend it and squeeze it. And now Become aware of your body. Become aware that you're squeezing your groin. Become aware you're pulling your elbows down, and that's releasing the opposite shoulder. So you're releasing now your left shoulder. And as you pull the elbows down, sometimes it releases your neck. Remember, don't pull to strain, pull and release the shoulder. Now, Ma, move your knees to the right a little bit. Very, very good, Aileen. The foot's wrapped gorgeously. Lift your body up. One more breath. Lift your body up, Shahida. Too low. Yeah, change. Arms over your head. And swing the left underneath your right. Cross your forearms, thumb towards your face. Pull your elbows down and sit down deep. Your butt is out, your chest is up. And pick up your left leg and wrap it and coil it and bend it and squeeze it around the right one. And then you breathe. Every single one of you, when you begin to understand that the more time you spend observing yourself, the more you begin to understand yourself and other people. And that's what you see. The more I work with myself, the remembering myself, is to give me an insight to other people. Remember yourself, and you will get the identical insight to other people. Change. You understand? Arms over your head and swing the right underneath your left and cross your forearm, thumb towards your face, and pull your elbows down and sit down deep, butt out, chest up, and pick up your right leg and wrap it and coil it and bend it and squeeze it around the left one. And the reason I've never really felt comfortable with saying, oh, Francesca, you did, oh, Francesca, because I know that it's not just me that can do it. Everybody can. And when you understand what you see me can do something, it's because you can do it too. And the opening of the door to your inner world is observation of your own being. I'm doing it every single second I can bloody remember, guys. Change. Beautiful, Ma and Lily. Arms over your head. And now swing the right underneath your left and cross your forearms, thumb towards your face. Pull the elbows down and sit down deep. Butt out, chest up, and pick up the left leg and wrap and coil and bend and squeeze it. And in the outside world, what they did was they gave you, oh, this one's special. So this one can do something that you can't do because this one's special. And what they do with that, they make everybody follow, well, that special one. And that makes everybody else think they're not special or they can't do it. There's nobody special in this game. Lift your upper body up. There's nobody more special than you. Move your knees. As long as you observe yourself, you're going to unfold not only to you, but to mankind. Lift your body up, Ryan. One more breath. And change. Lovely. And that's to everybody on the recordings too. Understand that your arms float down by your side and you breathe. It's very, very important to know, you know, that because the world indoctrinates us in another way. So they think there's one beautiful, special person and nobody else is. And it's codswallop, poppycock. When you're ready, straighten out. I love some of the English words, you know, they just explain everything. Straighten out your left leg. Suck in your tummy, round over and pick up your right foot. And you know, guys, when you see the God and Goddess in other people, oh my God, you're suddenly surrounded by gods and goddesses. You feel me? Straighten the leg you're standing on. So your whole world that you're living in, the concept of your world begins to change when you begin to observe yourself and see the God and Goddess in you. Then you're seeing it in everybody. And suddenly, you know, you live in a world of gods and goddesses. You feel me? As you straighten your knees, you straighten your knee, dig your big left toe down hard, grind it into the floor. And know when you do, you're activating your brain and your neck and your throat. Now, if your left leg is straight and you want a little bit more, put the weights on and kick your left hip, right heel forward. Lovely Shahida, lovely Ma, very, very beautiful Lily. Pull your toes back, gorgeous Amber with my Jamila. Pull your toes back. This is excellent. And what's very good about this, Aileen, is you've got the grip. You've not loosened the grip so it can look more fancy. You've got the grip. And once you've got the grip, Aileen, everything changes. Anybody want to bend your elbows down, then please do. But remember, you keep kicking through that right hip. This is stunning Shahida, kicking through the right hip, stunning Ma, stunning Lily. And then maybe just look at the ground and find your balance. Maybe just do that first set and hold it 3, 2, 1, done. Excellent. That looking to the ground and finding your balance is the big key to everything else happening. When you just look at where are you looking, look down slowly, find your balance on the floor, one spot, and everything else grows from that one spot. Straighten out your left, right leg round over and please pick up your left foot and interlock your fingers under your thumb below the toes. Soft padded part. And remember, there's no judgment, there's no opinions about your posture, because you cannot have an opinion and observe yourself. So whenever you notice you've got an opinion, you'll feel it, that, then you know, I'm not observing myself. And that's what I'm using to wake myself up at the moment. The fact that I get a certain feeling when I'm not observing myself. As soon as I get that feeling, I start to watch myself. When you're ready, if you're feeling it, inhale, exhale. Yes, Amber, kick the heel forward. Very, very beautiful, Shahida. And your right leg is beautifully getting stronger, baby girl. She's meeting up to, you know, all of the expectations. As you tuck your toes back hard towards your face, everybody, kick your left hip forward and your legs look like an upside down L. Then you begin to bend your elbows. Those of you that are kicking, when you kick that heel, very, very good, Aileen. It's all in the heel. It's all in the heel. You've got everything else. Now find the ground. Very, very slowly. Keep kicking through that right hip. Very, very slowly. Done. Change. Excellent, guys. Excellent. Excellent. I didn't put the and breathe. Okay. Take a little breath because you did strong. You did strong. Right. Let's do it again. Straighten out your right leg, left leg, suck on your tummy, please round over and pick up your right foot and interlock your fingers under your thumb and pick the foot up instantly. So there's never a gap between you and your foot being picked up. It's like pick up the foot, pick up the foot. And that's going to help you in other things because there's a little space between picking up the foot and the procrastination. We never want that procrastination to come in because that procrastination becomes somebody's whole life. They're air as they get older. Straighten the leg you're standing on, straighten the leg you're standing on. If your left leg is straight and you want a little bit more, then let's go, boom. Kick your right heel forward. Even if you kick your forward a few seconds and then you back off, so what? You're practicing, no performing here. And as you pull your toes back hard towards your face, you're doing well, Barbie. Keep that gorgeous left leg straight. Beautiful, Aileen. Every time you come, a little bit straighter. Now, those of you that are going to bend your elbows down, bend your elbows and squeeze your calf muscles as you're coming down. That will give you an indication that when you go below the plane, the calf muscle. Now kick that heel a little bit forward and very, very gently, just look at the ground. Everybody, if you fell out, know that everybody else did too, you know, and virtually everybody. And chin into your throat. You've got it, Shahida. And forward chin, now hold it, baby. Do what you need. 3, boom, 2, boom, done. Take a breath, let go and breathe. And at the same moments too, we're all learning, we're all moving on in the same way. Straighten out your right leg, suck your tummy round over and pick up your left foot. In the 5th dimension. Excellent. Everybody got the foot, excellent. And nobody standing there with a bent knee, excellent. Straighten the leg you're standing on. Spread the whole of the weight of the whole of the standing foot, activating that big toe. The big toe is highly intelligent. Straighten the knee, contract your thigh muscle, lift that right calf muscle up so your knee lifts up and really locks into place. When you're ready, stay strong, Amber. If you're ready, inhale, exhale, and boom, you kick your right, left heel forward, the other heel. Pull the toes back hard towards your face, very, very strong, Jamelia. Dig that big toe into the floor, Jamila, and dig that big toe into the floor. Remember to kick through your left heel. Kick through the left heel. Think your toes back. Then you're stable. Now when you're stable, keep kicking through the heel and bend your elbows. And bend your elbows. And if you fell out, so what? When you get the elbows down, squeeze your calf muscles, big toe into the ground. You've got time to come back in, guys, anybody that wants to, and there's no rush. And then very gently, you're going to look good for you, Aileen. Look how much you stretch. Try chin into your throat. And just do your own completion in your own time, whatever you want to, for the last 5 and 4. Yes, Lily, 3 and 2. Yes, Ma. Done. Take a breath, let go, and breathe. Sometimes you have one class where you're falling out in every posture. You come back the next time and your class is better. You know, you've got to understand your body's not a machine. It is a machine, but it's an organic machine. It doesn't just work automatically in that way. Toes and heels together to touch. Let's do standing bow pulling. Let's really give your back the most beautiful. Bend your right elbow in at the waist, your palm is facing the ceiling. Let your hand go down and pick up the foot from the inside. And please bring your knees together to touch. Get the knees together to touch. Straighten out your legs, Aileen. Straighten out the leg you're standing on. Yeah, baby. Never let that leg be bent. You straighten it, straighten it, straighten it. Inhale with energy, everybody. Your left arm up. Left arm up. I'm like, now get the knees in one line, Aileen. Get them sent. You know they're in one line because they're squeezing each other. If you squeeze your knees together in one line at the side, yeah. And now kick the leg directly back and lift your body up. Lift your body up and kick up, lift up. Try to lift up your left armpit unnaturally. Yes, Aileen, fabulously. That's it, Lily. Keep on lifting up through that left armpit unnaturally. And that will give you a gorgeous, delicious height as you kick the leg back a little bit more. Now for you, Shahida, your shoulders in one line from the side, your chin should be touching your shoulder. So what you're going to do is find out how you got that. Yes, baby. And for that, you're going to dynamically keep on kicking. Good for you, Barbie. This is excellent, Barbie. And as you keep on kicking, Shahida, you'll reach your finger toward to kick really strong. You point the toes behind you. This is fabulous, Lily, fabulous. Amber, 5, 4, 3, 2, done. They were great. Keep that leg straight, Aileen. That was fabulous, babe. It was fabulous. Breathe. Okay, take a breath. You need it. Left elbow in at the waist. Your palm is facing the ceiling. Let your hand go down and please pick up on the inside of your left foot. Please touch your knees together so they are in one line, and that makes your hips in one line. Inhale your right arm up, right armpit completely open, arm behind your ear. Yes, Amber, keep it there. Kick the leg up and back. Here we go, guys. Kick the leg up and back. Everything else was set up. Everything else was set up. That's it, Amber. Keep your arm up. Keep your arm up. Your leg knows where to go, Amber. But what it does is when your leg goes, it's pushing your arm down. So no, which is normal. So what you're doing is you're going to oppose that. You're going to go, oh, no, 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 no. I'm tipping my fingertips up a little bit more. And when the leg goes up and tries to push your arm down again, go, oh, no, 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 no. I'm going to stretch your armpit a little bit more. There you go, Amber. There you go, Amber. And then you're going to kick the leg back a little bit more, and everybody's doing the same as Amber. And you're tipping up that arm a little bit more. And now begin to bring, drop the shoulder touch towards your chin, Amber. Don't let the fingertip drop down. You've got it, Amber. And now you keep on kicking with the leg. And now the weight's in the upper part of your body trying to make you fall forward, everybody. You're going to keep kicking the leg back a little bit more, Amber. Keep it back a little bit more. And you're realigning the weight a little bit. Now here we go. You've just got to hold on for 5 seconds. Really, Amber, 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, down, boom. I bet you're glad your name wasn't Amber. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Well done, babe. Well done. Right elbow. Oh, we got the angel numbers. They agreed. They agreed. Angel numbers. Let your hand go down and pick up the foot from the inside and bring your knees together to touch. Do angels exist? 100%. Seraphins exist. They all exist. Inhale with energy, your right arm up. Left arm, you know the one that's not holding the foot. Inhale that one up. Now knees back a little bit, Aileen. And when you do, pump your body up. When you do, get your arms up. As your knees go back. Yes, Aileen. Inhale, breathing, and kick back from there, babe. And when you kick back from there, babe, same I'm going to tell you as in Amber, keep that left armpit open and open. And every time, Aileen, you kick back, it's going to try to force your body to come down. And you're going to go not on your Nelly. And you're going to kick that leg up a little bit more. And whenever you kick the leg up and back, there you go, Ma. You kick it up and back a little bit more. Now, what's going on with you, Ma, slightly is your foot is turned in ever so slightly. And because of that, the balance is very, very slightly going off. Your heels behind your toe rather than in one line. I still want you to stay with it, Ma, though, because it's a tiny little thing as you kick up the leg just that little bit more. Now, yes, Aileen, touch it in the shoulder, Aileen. Now, as you touch it in the shoulder, you're going to kick up the leg a little bit more for 5. Kick it up, Aileen, with Shahida. 4, 3, 2, done. Wow. Breathe. Other side. Don't turn with your back here. Oh, yeah. Bend your left elbow into the waist, palm facing up. Let your hand go down and pick up the foot from the inside and bring your knees together to touch. Inhale your right armpit up and open. You know where it's going, behind your ear. Chin up. Inhale, breathing. Kick the leg back with hardly moving your upper body. Definitely not moving your right arm if you can hold it up. And when you've got that right arm, it's coming down too soon, Amber, lift it up, lift it up, lift it up, baby. And then we can start to carve even deeper. And you've worked really hard, Amber. You know, if you really just stayed there, it would still be amazing. You've got it, Aileen. Kick the leg back now. Kick it hard. And know your legs are really strong, Aileen. You know you've got really strong muscles in those gorgeous legs of yours. Kick it back. And what it's doing, Aileen, it's opening your shoulders. It's opening your breastplate with Ma, and you kick up the leg a little bit more. Yes, Shahida. And as you keep on kicking with Barbie, kick a little bit harder, kick a little bit harder now. Right shoulder towards your chin. Touch it into the shoulder. And now, Amber, keep your arm there and go for kicking the leg up. Take your fingertips up if you need it. You've got it, Brian. Touch it in the shoulder, 5. Touch it in the shoulder, 4. You've got it, Lily. Key, 2, 1. That was excellent, guys. You did a terrific job. Terrific job. Come to the back of your mat. Let's do Tula Dandasana. So come to the back of your mats. Inhale your arms above your head. Interlock your fingers. Release your index finger. Glue your wrists together. Please take a great big step on your right foot. Point your left toe. Inhale, breathing. And please bring your upper body down. Body down, arms up. Body down, leg up. Chin away from the chest. Point the toes behind you. Reach towards the front of your space. Point the toes behind you. Body down, arms up. Body down, leg up. Done. They were very, very beautiful. You're all sensing what horizontal is. Take a great big step on your left foot. Point your right toe. Inhale, breathing, and bring your upper body down. Now, why would I say that? Because sometimes, especially new people, the leg goes too high. It's not in line with the arms. And you're understanding you want to look like a letter T, gorgeous Amber. Chin away from the chest, Ma. Keep on stretching forward. Point the toes behind you. Body down, arms up, body down, leg up. Done. Very, very lovely, Brian. Breathe. Let your arms float down. Take a breath. Take a breath. Last set. Inhale your arms above your head. Interlock your fingers. Release your index. Glue your wrists together. Take a great big step on your right foot. Point your left toe. Inhale, breathing. And then bring your bodies down. Get the chin away from the chest. Point the toes behind you. Body down. Arms up. Body down. Leg up. Keep on stretching forward. Body down a little bit more. Reach forward as if you're levitating. Change. Very lovely, Jamila. Breathe. And now take a great big step on the other foot. Point the right toe. Inhale, breathing, and bring your upper body down. Chin away from the chest. Wonder if Diane's in the space. Chin away from the chest. Body down, arms up. Body down, leg up. Keep on stretching forward. Hold it. Pull your tummy muscles in to hold it. And change. Let your arms float down. Take a breath. Let go and breathe. Okay, guys, let's do Dandiyamana. I'll be back to Pada Paschimottanasana. We're going to rest your heart. So my beloveds, please come and stand on the left-hand side of your mat. Inhale your arms above your head. Now take a great big 4.5 step to the right. Arms down parallel immediately. Toes in, heels out, arms back, chin up, sucking your tummy, and you go down. And Bharvi, you're looking very, very good, sir. Your legs are looking fabulous. When you pull, just slide your hand on the back of your legs, everybody, and grab your feet and get the weight into the toes. When you pulled your shirt up, Bharvi, it was like, I couldn't believe it. Your legs and everything, hips, gorgeous, the whole thing. And that's the lovely thing, you know, of doing this practice 1, 2, 3 times a week, because all of those are effective as long as you do them regularly on the same kind of day. Your body ages very, very differently. You keep your gorgeous legs. Lift your hips up into the air. You keep your gorgeous flexibility. Right now, you're feeding your brain, so you keep your brain. You're feeding it not just with fresh oxygenated blood, but with prana. Lift your hips up into the air, push your knees back, bend your elbows, pull your bodies even lower. Get the weight into the toes. One more breath, Aileen, and lift your hips up, boo. Pull one more breath. Yes, darling. And change. Inhale as you come up. Lovely exit from that, Lily. And feet together, arms down. Take a breath, let go. And you breathe. Allow the blood to go back to normal. Remember, you just twist it upside down. Inhale your arms above your head. Great big 4.5 step to the right. Arm down parallel immediately. Toes in, heels out. Arms back, chin up, sucking your tummy. And you go down, lengthen forward. And remember, every lady in the space, when it's your time of the month, the first and second day, if you do not do anything the first day and the second day. Even if you want to, you're biting at the bit, tough. Chill out. Get the weight in the toes, lift your hips into the air and breathe. Drop your shoulders away from your ears and breathe. Because right now, if you can understand, your uterus is tipping the other way, the opposite way to what you would want it to be tipping when it's your time. Bend your elbows, lift your hips into the air and pull your upper bodies down. Now contract your thigh muscles, push the knees back. And these are very, very safe inversions. We allow the brain to be flooded with blood. As you lift your hips up into the air, pull one more breath and change. Very, very easy to do online, because the advanced class, I can't teach it online because you need to be spotted, you know. And feet together, arms down, take a breath, let go and breathe. And just because you have those days off and practicing, it doesn't mean the next days you've got to do 2 or 3 to catch up. It's the way you are, that's that. Let's do Trikonasana, guys, triangle pose, the master posture. When you're ready, my beloveds, inhale, your arms above your head. Take a great big 4.5 step to the right, arms down parallel immediately. Please push your hips forward, arms back. Turn on the right heel. Turn the toe 1/2 inch more. Back foot turns in, 45-degree angle. Setup's very important. Inhale, breathing, sit down, sit down, sit down into your right knee. Suck in your tummy and just windmill your arms. So you're not really moving your body, it's just your arms are moving. Fabulous, Aileen. Fabulous, darling. Now just look up. Now remember your left arm is straight. 12 o'clock, got it. Chin is tucked in the shoulder. Now, as you're working in Garuda and pulling your shoulder blades down, you're actually freeing up the fascia in your neck, allowing your chin to touch your shoulder. Brian, it's lovely now. Chin down a little bit, tucked in the shoulder, and you're just doing amazing, Barbie, because it's his second class. He did one at 5:30 a.m. this morning, LA time. Now, stretch your arms in opposite directions. Straighten out your left leg. Dig your left baby toe into the floor. Push your right knee back with the help of the elbow. Reach up the left hand. Reach down the right hand. Change. Perfect, Aileen. Really perfect. Because you're molding the posture, building the muscles. Now hips forward, arms back. Turn the left heel, turn to 1/2 inch more. Back foot in. Inhale, breathing. Sit down, sit down, sit down. Yes, Aileen. And just move your arms. Elbow gets in front of the knee. So you're now building strength by putting the elbow on the knee, Aileen. You're building strength in all the muscles to hold this perfectly. And one day, maybe in like maybe a week or so, you're going to try and just release the left hand and it will touch your toe. Not today. And so the arms are in a perfect position just to release and touch the toe one day. Stretching your arms in opposite directions. It's always lovely, Brian. The back of the chin down slightly, Brian. Look at, I mean Barbie. Chin down slightly, Barbie. And the reason is, Barbie, look how the whole of your profile is visible. And remember, in the winter, we were all struggling with it. And look at it now. It's fabulous. Change. Inhale as you come up and feet together. When you observe yourself, you notice a lot about you, but you notice a lot about mankind. And suddenly you're observing yourself while you're talking to somebody else. And breathe. You get a two-way street of your energy. Remember, we all spoke about all energy goes out. You're creating a two-way street when you observe yourself. Inhale, your arms above your head. Hands in prayer, cross your thumbs, take a 3-foot step to the right. Lift your toes, spin on both of your heels at once. Oh, second set, hips forward, arms back, thank you. Turn the right heel, turn to 1/2 inch more, back foot turns in, inhale, breathing, sit down, sit down, sit down, and suck in your tummy, and just move your arms. Elbow touches the knee, you stop there. Now you saw that I was actually teaching the wrong posture. Did I go, oh God, I got it wrong? Or I saw everybody else doing the posture. So, oh, wow. Okay, that's the posture. That's the attitude you've got to have towards yourself. If you forget what next, people are going to tell you on the space. If you're looking at the people you're teaching, they're going to go into it. Somebody will, somebody won't as well, but somebody will. You've just got to find the right one, just like at the studio. Stretch your arms in opposite directions like a natural human tug of war. And you really straighten out your left leg. Round those left baby toes down, you know, down into the floor. So it's a beautiful line from the left foot, the side of the left foot, all the way through your ankles, through your shin, the side, all the way through the side of the knee, all the way through the hip, all the way through your spine, all the way through to your fingertips. As you reach up, stretch down, change. And come up. Jamila, baby, you're going to have to start putting your elbow on your knee till you work into the hips better. More comfortably. Hips forward, arms back. Not better, darling, just more comfortably. Turn the left heel, turn to a half inch more. Back foot turns in. Inhale, breathing. Sit down, sit down, sit down. Suck in your tummy. Just swivel your arms. If you have any kind of inflammation in your hip joint, you never, ever, ever want to push in that direction. What you will find, there is a part of your hip joint that is more comfortable. And I call it the ah part as opposed to the ouch. So whenever you've got an ouch in your hip, pop your elbow onto your own knee, the one that's on the relating side, stretch your arms in opposite direction, reach your body up. You're coming too low, Shahida. Your body is really, you've got to get your elbow higher and hip down, hip down, hip down, Shahida, baby. Hip down. Stretch your arms in opposite directions, reach up, reach down, and change. And come up. And feet together, arms down. Take a breath, let go, and breathe. It's just watching yourself in the postures, watching where your weight is, but also watching for inflammation. Never push into where it's sore, just to attain a beautiful posture. That's back to front. You want to have the yoga practice that we're relieving inflammation. Inhale, your arms above your head. Hands in prayer, cross your thumbs. Please take a 3-foot step to the right. Lift your toes and spin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, chin down, suck in your tummy and round over. And actually, guys, the aging process includes inflammation a lot. Forehead on your knee, eyes are open, breath is normal. Right hip up and back, left hip down and forward. So whenever, and it always starts, hips always starts in there. So if that big bulb touches a bit of ouch, then back off, round up, find where R is. And then when you're in R, you'll start to find that you can move towards what used to be ouch, and it's less ouchy till the ouch is gone. Round your spine, forehead on the knee, Amber, never not have it. You may be on the knee, maybe just be your hair I'm looking at, and round up. And lift your toes, spin to the screen. Lift your toes, spin again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, chin down, suck your tummy and round over. And if I ever do give you correction of forehead on your knee, because I don't think it's on your knee, it's on your knee, don't worry. Eyes are open, breath is normal. Remember, we're not teaching babies in this class. You're all very, very strong in your practice. Beautiful, Amber, seat perfect. It was rock and roll. Make sure the back legs stay straight. Don't open the legs anymore, Aileen. Keep them nice and straight. Eyes open. See the legs and the feet? They do their own thing. Once you start to observe, and you've got to get them to do your thing, because otherwise they're going to walk you all over the place. Suck in your tummy, round up. Back leg straight, Aileen, keep it nice and strong. That's it, working that back heel, Aileen, so it actually supports you coming up. Yeah, and it's going to help you then if it's straight. Feet together, arms down, take a breath, let go and breathe. That's why it's very good sometimes, guys, to go on walkabout. The Australians do it, means walk around the world, but you walk about means let your feet take them where they want you to go. Inhale, your arms above your head, hands in prayer, cross your thumbs. Take a 3-foot step to the right. Lift your toes and spin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chin down, suck in your tummy, and then round over. So you give them a freedom to ramble, to take a left turn if they want to, a right turn if they want to. And it is very freeing. And you will probably end up, because if you go for a walk, you usually go in the same place. If you're going to follow your feet, you're going to end up in a different place. Be very curious about where your feet are taking you and understand they live in your galaxy, your feet. Round your spine. Inhale, breathing. And round up. Try to come up with 2 straight legs if it's available to you. Yes, Jamila. Suck in your tummy. That's it, Aileen. I can see you working through your muscles. And lift your toes, spin. Do feet together where I lift your toes, spin to screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, chin down, suck your tummy round over and get you forward on your knee. Your spine is in the Fibonacci. So you see in this ancient practice, you're working to sacred geometry. You're working to the Fibonacci sequence. And you breathe. Eyes are open, breath is normal. Trying to get your hips in one line. So I could put a tray on your back. See if you could feel what a tray would feel like. That is an inner thing. Like you can always touch your finger on your nose. It's the same thing. You'll have an understanding of your body. The same way you can put your finger on your nose, you can get your hips in one line. It's just a way of looking at it. Round up. What you'll find is everything is your point of view. Everything is the way you're looking at it. which is why everybody looks at the same thing and all see it differently. Feet together, arms down, take a breath, let go and breathe. Straighten out your left leg, pick up your right foot, allow the knee to go down and back. It's a lovely posture, this, you know, for the stillness, for the peace of that goddess that said she was going to stand on one leg for who knows how many eternities, rather than harm a hair and one human being's head. Remember, that's the posture, that's the story. And every single posture that we have has a story to it in the Mahabharata. Have I found them? No. But every single one of them is in them the same way this is in them. Change. That's how ancient this practice is. That's why I'm not teaching you different postures. Straighten out your right and pick up the left. And I teach you as the lineage original OG. As you lengthen and breathe. And that's what's becoming rarer and rarer. As you lengthen, the original that knows the original knows how it was in the beginning. Because then you can pass on your truth. Not, you know, you've heard it from somebody else. Gorgeous. Change. And we have several, like Brian's in the house. He also knows the OG. He's the original OG student. Straighten out your right leg, left leg, pick up the right foot. Let your foot slip a little bit on your thigh, bend over, get your hands out ready to catch yourself from the ground. Walk forward on your hands. Remember, when you put the weight in your hands, it releases the knees very beautifully. And then you can do whatever you want, really. Very, very good, Aileen. Excellent, darling. Very, very good. Now you're going to try to lift up your left hand, stunning Brian. Thumb level your heart. There you go, Aileen. You know what you're going to balance on now. And then your right thumb level your heart. Gorgeous lily, perfect amber, perfect shahida. Change. So you've nailed the stillness. Straighten out your right, pick up the left. Let the foot slip in your thigh again. Bend over, get your hands out. And anybody you know who's learning to do this, if you throw the weight all onto your hands as if you're going into a chaturanga, it's very, very easy to access the posture. Then the weight is not in your knees, and then you can just back up easy. And you breathe. Knowing it's working your anal sphincter. And it's lining you up beautifully. And here's the goddess who said she'd prefer to stand on one toe for even more eons than she stood on one leg, than hurt one hair on a human being. That's where toe stand comes from. Lovely, Jamila. The posture of a goddess. Please change. Very lovely. So honor yourselves, my darlings, and turn around and lay down on your back. And have your break. And as you lie here with your heels together, your feet, they flopped apart, just like the pages of a book. Excuse me. Your palms, they face the ceiling. So you've got this beautiful outward rotation of your shoulders. And you breathe, you're in a straight line. And you breathe. You let go. Right now for a second, guys, catch a thought. What are you thinking about? Just look at it. Just look at that thought quickly. Whatever the thought is, pop that thought on a conveyor belt and let it be carried away. Now, boom, there's another thought in your brain. Have a look at this one. Now, understand the thought in as much as, was it like the other thought that you put away? Was it the same one? Did it jump back into your head? Or was it a completely different thought? What you'll find is you know this thought. You've seen it before, probably. Put it on a conveyor belt and let it be carried away. Now, boom, there's another thought in your brain. What's this one telling you? Whatever this thought's telling you, pop it on a conveyor belt and let it be carried away. Now, the reason that I have asked you to do this is so that you can prove to yourself that you are not your thoughts. You were the one that was putting it on the conveyor belt so it could be carried away. This is a very, very important understanding to soak into your being, because every single thought that you have, you believe every single thing that that thought is telling you as if it is the truth. As you begin to observe yourself and look at yourself in the moment, you will start to understand these thoughts in a different way, because you're looking at them differently. You're looking at them from the point of view of you, the one that was putting them on the conveyor belt so they could be carried away. Now, what I've begun to understand, we're in a kind of prison. The thing about this prison is, if you don't know you're in a prison, there's no reason to break out. 99% of most people are not aware that they're in a prison. But as you begin to do certain exercises, you begin to understand, hang on. Now, what are the bars of this prison? The bars of the prison are the thought processes. All these thoughts are solid bars because we believe them, and they stop us right there in our tracks. And what they're stopping us from doing is remembering ourselves and working on our own being. All our energy is absorbed into the matrix with whatever mood those thoughts have dictated that we are going to be in, understanding that the thoughts are not yours. Excuse me, the thoughts are yours, but they're not you. So these thoughts randomly coming into your head, yeah, they're your thoughts, but they're not you. And what we're trying to get into a state of is where you are deciding what you think, rather than this automatic radio. One of the ways to keep reminding yourself that I found quite useful in observing my own being is when I feel one of two sensations. One, whenever I am anxious about something, and anxiety is my thing. Whenever I'm anxious about something, I feel that, I know instantly, you in the future, Francesca, come back, you're not here. Baby girl, you're not here, come back. And as soon as I observe myself, that feeling, the anxiety about whatever, I don't even care what the anxiety is about anymore, because they give you different subjects. The subjects aren't the thing. It's anxiety that's the thing. The subjects are the ones that are calling you, into listen to this, be anxious about this. And they'll give you different subjects. And when they've got one subject and it doesn't work anymore, they'll give you another one. So what you've got to understand, it's the anxiety. That's what you've got to focus on. The minute you feel anxious, okay, you're not here, you see, because there's something inside your being, your awareness that knows you're not alive when you're anxious. You're lost in thought. And you may as well, you're not here. You're lost in thoughts. You're not alive in the real way as we want. And now the other one, the other feeling is that down, that depression, that kind of looking back on something and wishing it was different. That down, that, oh, if it would only been, oh, that's another one. That's the other one to the opposite one, And you know why this down comes, that feeling of down? It's because you're in the past. Both of these feelings are alerts to you that you are not in the present moment. They're like bells going off. So whenever you are feeling down or you're reflecting in the past, and you know what you'll find? You will find the darkest memory you've ever had, the deepest one that can really get you. Oh, that's the one that is used against you. You feel me? Not the little beautiful memories of all your life. I mean, if you're all in there, wouldn't it be lovely? But no. So you understand, this is an entity and it has got an agenda. And the agenda is it wants you down, it wants you. So whenever you feel either of those two feelings, anxious, oh, you're in the future, and the future doesn't exist, not there. You and whatever you imagine the future to be, it's not that. That's another thing you can say to the thoughts that are pushing on you. Oh, you better do this in the future. Oh, you've got to do this in the future. Well, you can say to them, okay, you, Mr. Fabulous Thoughts that know my future, can you please tell me what the lottery number is for this week? And get pen and paper. Ask those thoughts, because they're an entity. They are an entity of their own, and they're very damaging, and they've got an agenda, and they're after you. So ask them, put the numbers down. And then you also tell them, and not now. I'll not indulge in the anxiety now. If the numbers win, you've got me. Never yet are they're going to put those lottery numbers down. So you know they lie. Learn to love yourselves. Bring yourself into the moments. You are worth it. You know what's going on now. Pick up your right leg and interlock your fingers and your thumb. Pull the knee away from the rib cage. They're robbers, they're thieves. Pull the knee away from the rib cage. And you know, when anybody gives, you know, memories, oh, gypsies, thieves, are they called gypsies, thieves? Gypsies used to be were like enlightened people. Get the back of your neck long. Remember, I told you about that. Pull, hold, breathe, freeze, right there. And change. And then pick up the other leg. The gypsies, when they went from camp to camp with their stories and their cards telling futures, those cards were mystical cards. As you pull the knee and the back of the neck is long, pull, hold, breathe, freeze, right there. And change. And now pick up both of your legs. You know, I've told you you're a 3-brain being, but you've got like 3-4 brains in one card. Get the back of the neck long, pull, hold, breathe. So the diamonds, they're your intellect, your brain. That's the brain in your head. Pull, hold, breathe, freeze, and then the legs go to the floor. That's what the gypsies were teaching, the diamonds. Let go, let go, let go. And then again, you pick up your right leg. And then what's next? The hearts. So what's the heart's teaching? Your emotional center. So the gypsies were teaching about this emotional brain. We're teaching about the different brains that you've got. The emotional brain and the intellectual brain, the diamonds and the hearts. Pull, hold, breathe, freeze, right there. And change. And now you pick up the other leg. Then you've got the spades. What the spades deals with is movement. The spades have to be taught stuff. It's part of your body, but you don't know how to pick up a spoon. You don't know how to walk. You don't know how to do a lot of things when you're born. The spades represent your moving center. Hold, breathe, freeze, right there, and change. And now pick up both of your legs, swing your arms around them. And the clubs, they represent the instinctive center, the part of you that is always awake, the part of you that heals a cut, the part of you that digests your food at night, the part of you that breathes even if you've passed out, the part of you that makes you pass out if you haven't got enough oxygen in the brain. Pull one more breath and change. So that's what the gypsies used to pass out, was that knowledge. That's why they are called as if they're second-class citizens. I told you about that. Because they had to ruin their name. Arms over your head and flex your toes back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale, and spin around and name your belly. So anybody that was giving light and energy and letting people understand, they ruined their name. They had to ruin their name. Name your belly. So what they did with all the indigenous people, they ruined their name. And no, indigenous is not a colour. Hands palm down the floor, zip up your legs. Push your feet down hard into the floor. Inhale, breathing. Peel your upper body up, shoulders away from your ears. Remember your navel on the ground. Make sure you know that measurement. When you've got that measurement, you will teach it. Shoulders away from your ears, push your fingertip down, hold it, and then come down. Look to the right, arms down by your side, let go and breathe. You have to put up a tremendous fight for your consciousness. You have to grab it out of the hands of those thoughts. Chin forward. Hands, palms down the ground, zip up your legs. Push your feet down hard into the ground. Inhale, breathing. Peel your upper body up as you look up, lift up, your head back. Shoulders away from your ears. Navel, tight bum, thigh muscles contracted, feet pushed into the floor. Hold it. And then come down. Look to the left. Arms down by your side. Let go of you. Let go of your opinions of you. Just observe this moment with you in it. And one day you will do that and you will be blown away with what you see. Because the more you do it, one day you catch yourself in the raw. Chin forward. Turn your hands palms down the ground. This is where your knowledge is. Everything you need to know and understand is in the moment when you observe yourself. Forget your left leg, lengthen out your right leg. Inhale, breathe in and go. Lift your right leg up. Chin forward a little bit more, Shahida. There you go, baby. It's beautiful. Hold the leg long. Hold the leg straight. As you hold, you breathe right there. And change. Forget that leg, lengthen the left, inhale and go and lift it up and point the toe. Get the neck really long. Push your elbows into the ground, point the toe, hold it, and then come down. Face down, kiss the towel, walk your fingertip down towards your knees, zip your legs up. Inhale, breathing, and now go lift both legs up the floor into the air. Push the weight into your shoulders, push the weight into your forearms as you lift your legs up a little bit more. And you go up as you lift up, go up, lift up. Gorgeous, Lily. One more breath. And you come down. Very beautiful, Ma, with both of you. Is stunning. And you breathe. Just let go. Make it your goal to find yourself in the midst of all the noise, the cacophony of thoughts. They're there to just drown you out. Like, this one, look at this one. Oh, be scared of this one. Oh, be really scared of this one. Oh, laugh at this one, fight this one. To drown you out. Chin forward. Arms out to the side, that way we are no elbows underneath your body. Again, baby fingers touching. Side by side, forget about your left leg, lengthen out your right leg. Inhale and go and lift it up and point the toe and activate the foot. And when you're in the moment doing the posture, you see different things about it. You understand different things about the posture because you're not just looking at it on auto. And change. Forget that, lengthen the left, inhale and go and lift the left leg up and point the toe. And you breathe and maybe you can fall into yourself again, check yourself out. Hold it. Change. Face down, kiss the towel, walk your fingers down towards your knees, zip your legs up. Inhale, breathe in and go. Lift both legs up the floor into the air. Very good, Barbie. Shoulders on the floor. Very good, Barbie. Doing your second class like this, my darling. As your elbows go down, you point. Very, very beautiful. But everybody, lift up, go up, breathe up. Gorgeous, Amber. One more lift and come down. Your body looks gorgeous, Amber. Breathe, breathe. Every muscle was intoned and focused. And remember, wasn't Amber was better than everybody. I was looking at Amber at that time and talking about what I see. Because the opinions inside us, they want to talk about, oh, well, you weren't, and then they talk, doodly, you know, chin forward, arms out to the side. The more you start to hear this thought process, the less respect you're going to have for it. I've got no respect for my thought process. Inhale, breathe in and go. Lift everything up the floor into the air. Arms up over the top of your head and look up, lift up, go up, lift up a little bit more, up, lift up, go up, toes and heels together. Arms up higher if you can, Jamelia. Get the things level at the top of your head, my baby. There they go. Beautiful, Jamelia. One more lift and then come down. But very, very lovely to watch that, Jamelia. Look to the right. Arms down by your side. Let go and breathe. Breathe. Very clever, you know, the sleep. They put the nagging right inside your head. The one that's going to nag you and bite your back and right inside, you got to see it's white on rice. So clever. Weight sewn in there until you catch it. Until you're watching. Chin forward. Arms out to the side. It's all about the watching. Yourself. Inhale, breathe in and go. Lift everything on the floor into the air. When you're out with other people, watch how you behave around other people. You become very interesting as you look uplifting on the people that you're around. And then you begin to see other people in a different way. When you're watching you, you're also watching them. As you look up and you lift up because you're present in the moment. Arms up over the top of your head, my Barbie, gorgeous Barbie. One more lift. Lovely, Brian. Come down. Very, very beautiful. Go and breathe. Go and breathe. You've got this incredible energy. I mean, and to let it all drain away into the outside world and not keep anything back for ourselves. That's just not good housekeeping. It's not good husbandry. Let's do this again. Chin forward, bend your legs behind you, reach around. Grab your feet below the toes. Start with your knees touching. Loose your shoulders. Let your shoulders go already. Try to get your knees up first. Inhale, breathing, and start to lift your knees up. Don't let your head come up yet, Aileen. Keep your arms straight. Drop your head down, Aileen. Let your head drop. That's it. And now get your knees up, Aileen. Get your knees up. See how they go? Yes, Aileen. Now lift your head up, Aileen, and lift everything up. Stunning, darling. That's it, Lily. Remember, nobody ever let your legs open wider than your knee, when your shoulders. Keep on kicking. Lovely, Aileen. One more kick and come down. Aileen, that was lovely. Did you see, as soon as you got your knees up on their own, when you lifted your head up, the whole posture just clicks into place. This posture is meant to look like a teardrop from the side. When you're ready, let's do one more. Bend your legs behind you. Start with your knees touching. Grab your feet. You're just hooking your fingers around your feet. You're not clubbing your hands around them. Just hooking your fingers around below the toes. Lose your shoulders. Keep the weight forward for a second as you inhale. Head down, Brian, and let the knees go up. It's going to feel strange. That's it. Now drop the head, Brian. Drop it even more. Drop it even more. Yes, Brian. Now get the knees up, Brian. Get the knees up. Get the knees up. And now, Brian, lift up into place. Yeah, and keep on lifting the knees if you lift, Brian. And look and kick and lift and lift. And yes, Ma. And keep on lifting. Shall you do it? Stunning. And keep on lifting. One more lift. Boom. Done. Come down. Breathe. Breathe. Let go. Let go. Okay, guys, come on. Push yourselves up. Let's do Supta Vrasana. Fixed, firm posture. The healer of your knees. And you're going to say all of that. You have to introduce this posture. You have to build her up because nobody wants to do it. Nobody ever wants to do Supta Vrasana. Fixed, firm posture. Anybody knew this thing on your own? Put your hands on the top of your feet. Go back easy. Onto your elbows. And you breathe. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Lovely lifting your chest, Aileen. Fabulous. Now, Aileen, keep the lift in your chest and just get your chin down. Yes. Yes. And the chin down is very stabilizing in this position when you're in it. And this chin down, the level you've got your chin now, is actually the level when you tuck your chin to the shoulder in triangle. But as you begin to do the postures, even more years, deeper things click into place. Gorgeous. Put your hand on the top of your feet and come up easy. Go onto your elbows. You always come up easy out of this. Always hands on the feet, always onto your elbows, because your elbows are very strong in this position. And then there's no shifting of the feet or knees when you're unraveling. And you turn around and you lay down, let go and breathe. Our posture is the safest posture. If people have got injuries, it's because they've got injuries outside and we are working with them. We heal things, of course. Arms over your head and flex your toes back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale. Spin around. Come to the front of your mat. Open your toes, open your feet, and get your butt on the ground in between and go back easy. I was speaking to a friend who said her aunt had slipped her disc, and she said her aunt was never well again, ever. I know that the healing in mine is directly to do with this yoga. I was diagnosed once with having osteoporosis. Several years later, after doing these postures, I went and had it checked. And what they told me was, I have a slight inclination to get osteoporosis one day, which meant it wasn't there. I was inclined to get it, but I didn't have it. But we all know I had it, and this had cured it. Hand on the top of your feet, come up easy. Cures depression, type 2 diabetes. It cures high blood pressure, hypertension, lumbago, lower spine. Turn around. Over time, things aren't healed in a moment. The body needs time. And human beings want quick fixes. And that's what the pharmaceutical companies have actually worked into more, quick fixes. But the human body, it takes time. Give yourself time. Arms over your head, flex your toes back. Inhale, please sit up. Exhale, exhale, and come to the back of your mat and sit your knees and heels. I think that's one of the things that in these years that I'm learning is the patience. Knees touch and heels touch. Inhale your arms above your head, hands in prayer, cross your thumbs, sucking your tummy. And please come down the straightest spine you can. Get your arms behind your ears. So your forehead touches the ground a second before your arms. Keep lifting the fingers up, lift everything there, slowly. Yes, Amber. And that's how you get your forehead to touch the ground before your arms. Yes, Jamila. And breathe. It's because of where your arms are in half moon. So when I keep telling you, put your arm behind your ears, as you grow, it really opens up your armpits. So when you come down like this, your head's in front of your arms. And lengthen forward. Squeeze your knees together. See, each posture teaches the body to do postures further along. Inhale, breathing, and come up the straight spine. So the standing postures are opening the body up to do the deep ones when you're on the ground. Because I was always taught that the standing postures are simply the warm-up. The real postures begin when you're on the ground. See, that's the stuff you get to know from original OG, from the original, and it's important, it's being passed on to you for you to keep it too. So it stays. There are several pockets of it that stay. Arms over your head, toes back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale, and spin around. Come to the back of your mat, sit your knees and heels. Knees touch, heels touch. Inhale, your arms above your head, hands in prayer, cross your thumbs, suck your tummy. And lengthen forward. Lift your wrists up off the floor to straighten out your elbows. Gorgeous, excellent, Shahida. Lovely, darlings. Melt your bottom over your heels. So what you're going to find, what you're going to do, Aileen, is lengthen your arms, make your arms straight, and just get your tip of the nose towards the ground. And lovely posture, babe. And melt your bottom on your heels, the weights over your bums over your heels. Yeah. It's like your baby fingers, everybody, are like little plows. They're plowing the land, just the sides of the baby fingers. Squeeze your knees, pull your tummy muscles in. Inhale, breathing, lengthen forward as you come up. So you come for the longest space you can be, yes. And that's going to help you when you come next time, when you come down. And turn around and lay down and let go and breathe. Master posture. Arms over your head, please flex your toes back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale, please spin around. Come and stand on your knees at the front of your space. Open your knees 6 inches, open your heels 6 inches, camel, Utstrasana. Hands on the top of your bottom where your lower back is. Hips, tummy, thighs forward, lift your chest up, and please would you drop your head back and breathe. Now remember, guys, I hold this a minute. You do not have to. Your camel will tell you when to get out of it. If it's after 15 or 20 seconds, so what? You listen to your camel and you lay down. If you're seasoned and been doing this for a long time, just tighten your bum, push your hips, tummy, thighs forward. Keep on lifting your chest up. This is very good, Aileen. You're really opening your body, darling. Now roll forward more, Ma. Push your hips forward over your knees a little bit more. And when you do that, Ma, lift your chest up. So it's an opening. Your hips and tummy and thighs are pushing forward and your chest is lifting up. You're holding onto your heels so you don't flip off. Lovely Barbie. Hips, tummy, thighs over the knees. Push one more breath. And now gently put your hands back to your hips. And turn around, lay down, let go, breathe. And melt into the ground. And breathe. You are beings made of light. You are built in the image of the divine. Breathe. Arms over your head and flex your toes back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale. Spin around, second set, come and stand on your knees. No, you can open your knees as wide as you want to. Hand on the top of your bottom where your lower back is. And you're on the clock. Hips and tummy, thighs, push it forward. Push your butt over your knees. There's you. Push the butt, that's the engine. the more you push your bum and hips forward, the deeper you can go back because you're counterbalancing. Hips, tummy, thighs forward, chest is lifting, head's dropping back, rolling forward, rolling forward. Maybe you reach one hand down, grab one heel. If it's not there, you put your hands back to your hips, come back another day. If it's there, not a lot of weight on the heels, you're rolling forward from that. You're just holding them to stop you from flipping off forward because you're pushing your hips that much. And in the pushing, you're opening. You lift up the chest, more, a little bit more. Keep pushing with Aileen. Push it a little bit more, lifting your chest up. Now, very gently, hands back to your hips. Or in prayer, those of you that know that. Turn around, lay down, let go, breathe. You're done. On the way home after this, guys, just lay down. And if you have no time to do class, if you get up to camel, you've done class. You can do a quick rabbit stretch afterwards. You've given your body the dose, the medicine, the potion. By camel, you've now given your body the potion. Yes, we still have to do the other, but if you need to shortlist it, you know to here you can. Arms over your head and flex your toes back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale, spin around. Come to the back of your mat, sit on your knees, sit on your heels. Your knees, they touch, your heels, they touch. Chin down into your throat, suck in your tummy, roll over, and touch your forehead on your knee. Now remember, you want your forehead on your knee, get it in tight, so you don't touch your forehead on the ground and your knees are far away. Try to touch your knees. Keep aiming for that. Then once you've touched your forehead, your knees, go into your crown chakra. Lift your hips into the air, keep rolling forward. Lovely. Gorgeous. Keep shuffling your knees forward. That's it, Jamila. Roll forward a little bit more. It looks very lovely, Amber. Keep rolling forward. Shuffle the knees a little bit more, Brian. Roll forward, keeping that flexibility in the neck and the spine. And change. Very good, Barbie. This is like a little measure telling you, does your spine open fully in the Fibonacci? You know it does when your forehead touches your knee. And the more inches away, the more your spine needs that really opening of the fascia, the connective tissue. It's important, but it's also a posture that you can think, not today. I won't push today. Arms over your head, flex toes back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale, spin around. Come to the back of your mat, sit your knees and heels again. Reach around and grab your heels from behind. Chin down into your throat. Suck in your tummy and really round over. Chin is in tight. Remember I say if you talk and you sound like this, put your third eye on your knee as close as you can. Once your third eye's on your knee, then you just slide onto your crown and everything is lined up. Shuffle your knees forward towards your forehead as you roll over. This is where the long-legged people with the shorter spines, this is where you benefit. In every other posture, you don't. Shuffle your knees forward, roll over, roll one more breath. And change, turn around, lay down, let go, breathe. It's always swings and roundabouts for everybody. Everybody's shape does some things better and some things it's harder. Okay, guys, we're on the way home. Arms over your head, toes back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale. Please spin around. Right leg out to the right hand corner of your space. Please get your left leg into your groin. Inhale, up, turn. Face your outstretched leg. Round over, get a grip of your foot. You know where to hold, below the toes. Drop your forehead onto your knee again. Look how many times we do it. Forward and the knee, you know they're friends. Pull your toes back. Dig your elbows into the ground if you've got a straight leg and lift your heel up off the floor at the end if it's available to you. Change. Left leg out, right leg in. Inhale up, turn, face it, round over, get a grip of the foot. Tug your toes towards your face. Drop your left shoulder down so you're not leaning too much to the right hand side, which happens. Get your forward on your knee. Dig your elbows into the ground if you've got that lovely bar and lift your heel up off the floor at the end and change. That's really good, Mar, very strong. Feet together, lay down. The minute your shoulders hit the ground, you sit up, exhale, exhale. Grab your big toe, your first and second finger, and do the walk back business on your bum. You walk back, you walk back, you walk back. And all of you that are doing teacher training, what you're going to understand is a whole new world is going to come into place once you start to watch people practicing as you're saying it. You've not even got that yet. Lovely spine, Aileen. Keep it that straight. Hinge forward. Tummy towards your thighs. Pull the toes back, and if your elbows hit the ground, lift your heels up off the floor at the end and change. Excellent. Turn around, lay down. Let go and breathe. Because the moment you're just teaching in your head, as soon as you start to watch as you teach, it's like, oh, this is where I am. Oh, yeah, you straighten your elbows. Oh, yeah, you need to get the weight in the heels a little bit. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. When you see people, it's going to click. Arms over your head and flex your toes back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale. And spin around. Right leg out, left leg in. And they say if you want to learn anything properly, teach it. Inhale, up, turn. Face your outstretched leg, round over, get a grip of the foot. Tug your toes towards your face, slide your heel away. Dig your elbows into the ground if the leg is straight. And if your leg's not straight, keep on working to straighten it. And change. Doesn't matter how long it takes. It matters that you come. That's all that matters. Doesn't matter how long it takes, what posture gets to what. Doesn't matter. Just matters that you come. Inhale up, grab the foot. And when you come, make it one time that you can do every week if you're finding your rhythm. Because once a day at the same time, you know, the same class, that will change you more than random once a week. I meant once a week. So try to get a rhythm. I'm talking to the ones who are on recordings. Pull the toes back towards your face, kick your heel away. And dig your elbows into the ground. Oh, okay. Feet together. Inhale, breathing. Exhale, exhale, sit up. Now grab your big toe, your first and second finger. I'm sorry I got out of sync, guys. And do that walk back business on your bum. Walk back, walk back, walk back, walk back. Spine straight, suck your tummy, hinge forward. Tummy towards your thighs, hinge forward. Chest towards your knees, hinge forward with straight spine. Hinge means your spine is straight. It's not a Halloween cat. Shoulders not in front. You want your shoulders where they normally are. Yes, Ma. Fabulous, Ma. Yes, Lily, push the back of the knees down. Beautiful, Amber, push the back of the knees down, Amber. And see if you can lift your heels up off the floor at the end. And change. And turn around, lay down, let go and breathe. It's just stretching now. Find the little stretches in the back of the knees. What I found is that certain muscles stretch over time. So you may get a certain stretch from a muscle, but to get a deeper one, it may take 10 years. Doesn't matter. Most of you like, you know, heading that way. Arms over your head, flex toes back. Inhale, sit up, exhale, exhale, and spin around. It's not something you lose, this class. When you've got it in your practice for years, it stays. Proof, I know. Bend your left leg underneath you, Brian knows. Pick up your right foot, cross it over the corner of your left knee joint. Lift up your left arm over the knee. Push the knee out of the way. Grab the lower knee. Lengthen your spine. Begin to twist. Middle spine twist. Upper spine twist. Look around a little bit more. Wrap the other arm around your body. See if you can hold that left thigh that's on the ground with your right arm as you twist. One, last, twist, and change. Excellent. And that shows you how you're bearing the weight in this posture, because ideally you shouldn't have to use your arm at all. Bend your right leg underneath you. Do not sit on your right heel. Pick up your left leg. Cross it over the corner, right knee joint. Lift up your right arm over the knee. Push the knee out of the way. Grab the lower knee. Lengthen your spine. Now, those of you that want to release, which is the left and the right arm now, lean forward a little bit and then wrap the arm around. If that means you've got to do that with the legs, Barbie, then no, because it's the wrong position for the legs, Barbie. The legs have got to be first. It's the wrong position for them as you keep on twisting. Ankle should touch your knee. One, last, twist. And change. Turn around, lay down, let go, and breathe. All we've got left is the Kapalabhati breathing to do. Arms over your head, toes back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale, guys. Please spin around. You did a great class. And well done, everybody. It's in the recordings, you know. So sit your knees and heels, your spine is straight. Shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, breathing. And let's go for it. Snap your tummies in and blow, blow, blow. You keep on blowing. Your shoulders away from your ears. Snap your tummies in, guys. You blow. Keep on blowing. Remember, you're emptying your lungs. You are removing the gases in your body. Some of them you don't need. And remember, you've got gases going into your body that mankind has not even identified yet. For 3, 2, 1. That's why pranayama is different. It holds the gases in your body, enabling you to pull out a certain type of gas that takes 6 seconds. Second set, inhale, breathing. And let's go for it. Snap your tummies in and blow, 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 blow. The only practice in the world that starts with breathing and ends with breathing. The 26 plus 2 breathing exercises. Keep on blowing, working your lungs. 5, 4, 3. It's a terrific class, guys. Very, very good. Beautiful openings in your bodies, you know. And now you're done, lay down. Melt into the ground. And breathe. Just surrender. And if you ever have the time, which we normally don't, to lay in Shavasana, do. If you ever do one of those classes, those recordings, and you have the time that you can just lay in Shavasana because you've taken it late, do. You might catch the train to Nirvana. Remember, the train to Nirvana stops in Shavasana. Wherever you go, leave the footprints of kindness, my beloveds. Have the most blessed day. You did a brilliant class. Namaste, my darlings. I love you.